So now we're still on 3.3, finding the quotient and remainder. Now this is a different way to do it, but it's synthetic division, right? So this is the answer. I just want you to be able to see that. And now I'm just going to work it out. So, actually, let's put this here. Okay. So what you do in synthetic division is you start off with an L, right? And you put all the leading coefficients into the L. So, for example, this is a 1, right? 10, 35, and 56. Alright? And what you do for synthetic division is you have to get the 0 of the x and put it outside. So that would be a -5, right? So what you do is you always drop down the first leading factor 1. Alright? So the pattern is you go -5 times 1, and you put the answer here. So you put -5. And then you do the addition there. 10 minus 5 is 5. Alright, so pattern again. -5 times 5 equals -25. And you do the math right there. Right. 10. Okay. And then you go -5 times 5 is -50. You do the math, and it equals 6. You put the last term in there in a square, just to remember it's the remainder. So then you take these numbers and you write out the answer. And the answer is x squared. You always got to remember that if you're dividing, it's always going to be smaller, right? So you start with the next exponent down, which is squared, x squared, and then this is a +5, and the next one after x squared is just x, right? And then this is a +10, and remainder, or plus, he wants us to do 6 over x plus 5. Okay, so once again, these numbers you just write down in, I don't know how you say it, receding order, starting with the exponent that is less. Well, 1 less than the leading exponent, right? So then x squared, x by itself, and then a remainder. So that's how you synthetic divide. Remember that if there was a, for example, if this was a 4, exponent 4, then it's not in receding order. There's still 1. So you need to, there's a 4, there should be a 3, 2, 1, and then there's no x. So what you have to do when you synthetically divide, you have to put the leading coefficient, right, 1, and then to hold the third exponent spot, you put a 0, right? So that would shift all of them over. That's the only thing to remember about that. Yeah, so just do that. That is the easiest way to do it.